In part one of our Nissan ARIYA Big EV road trip to the coast of North Carolina, the performance of our Empower Plus model was exceptional. What wasn't, however, was the charging infrastructure we met along the way. That's why I've enlisted the help of Derek Parker, our Leith Nissan product specialist, to show us how to better use the high-tech help inside the Nissan ARIYA to make your EV road trip a great one. Part 2 with the 2023 Nissan ARIYA is next on 0 to 60 TV by LeithCars.com. Derek, you're showing us how the...
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
You guys gotta have a ton of blooper videos, I swear.
Go ahead.
Take the next exit on the left.
Derek, you've got our directions plugged into this EVgo station, which I guess, do you guys use it at Leith Nissan for your EVs?
No, we have actually our own charging stations, actually several charging stations that will provide you with standard charging, which is the 220, 240 source, as well as a DC fast charger. So we have on-premises charging, which, by the way, is also open to the public. You know, you guys,
it is?
You can actually come by anytime, 24 hours a day. It's not locked up. However,
Is there a cost?
No, if you're a Nissan owner. If you're a Nissan owner and you know the passcode for the station to access the station. So
you get that when you buy an EV from Nissan?
Yes.
I wanted to see how many DC fast chargers there are in the Cary area because that was one of our issues in Wilmington in the other video. They really don't have that many. And the one in downtown Wilmington, as it turned out, that we tried to use was the only DC fast charger. It was a charge point station. The other charge point stations in Wilmington were all the...
Level 2, 220, 240 volt.
Yeah,
source,
240 volt. 240 volts, what I'm thinking. So really, we didn't have any other option to fast charge in Wilmington. And then when that fast charger, level 3 charger, failed to work for us at 2 different locations in that parking deck, that's when we got stuck with having to use a level 2 at the Chick-fil-A. And then we were saved by a commercial business that had the same type charger you guys have. There was a DC fast charger, but it was putting out 20 kilowatts. So it took forever to charge this car. The cool thing about doing this part 2 video is that this is the same car. Yeah. This is the exact same car.
How about that? How about that?
So thank you for finding it.
No, it's not a good thing. It should have been sold by now. But we're still working on it. It's still available, folks, at a discount. How about that?
Well, yeah, at a discount because we put some miles on it.
Put a few miles on it.
Put a few miles on it.
Still brand new, and you don't lose any of your miles for your warranty.
Yeah, so, this car's been to the beach almost and back.
There you go.
In my research of Cary's level 3 chargers, there's only 2 that I could find within the Cary city limits. Everything else is a level 2 240 volt. So this is kind of a new deal. Have you been to this one, this EVgo?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I have not.
This EVgo, and there's another one by Electrify America, are mainly being used by people coming off the highway, like we are now, from out of town, and they're on their way somewhere else, or maybe they're coming to the Cary area from out of town and they're headed back from where they came from, right?
Right.
Otherwise, if you're just going across town, you would be using the level 2 because you might only need
a few minutes, time to sit and take a snack, walk, walk through the mall, may just relax for 15 or 20 minutes.
And get 20 extra miles.
That's it.
Charge out of it. This EVgo station is at the shops of Kildaire on Kildaire Farm Road in Cary.
Sure it is.
Wow, here it is.
Yep.
And what's the situation? I think I should try to download the app on my phone here.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like
I'm
regular public.
Right.
Trying to use this thing.
Right.
And but you can talk me through it.
Okay.
And see if I get to a sticking point. And let's successfully charge this at EVgo and Cary.
Let's do it.
All right.
I think we can do it.
All right. You know, right there is the CCS, and I learned that part down there, correct me if I'm wrong, but that part there is what communicates between the station and the car. so it knows how much power it can take in, how much charge power it can take in.
Right.
Is that right?
Absolutely. It's purely for letting the station know what is being plugged up to and basically how much current and voltage need to be sent to the car.
And if
because
this-
the car says, hey, I can take this much.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give it to you. Here you go.
And if this was a level 2 240 volt, it would just
Have the J1772
have
connector.
have the top
Yes.
part. And now the green, it's saying it's ready to charge.
Charge, yes. That's just a charge light. Let you know it's ready to charge.
It's ready to
yeah,
charge.
ready to
All right, Nissan ARIYA, here we go again.
Oh, goodness.
Well, you saw me praying to the EV God
Yes, you were,
when we got to
Yes, you-
Chick-fil-A. I pray to the EV gods that this charger will function. We'll save you the part of me having to download the app, create the account, and get the confirmation email and put my credit card in. Kind of like we did in Wilmington in part 1 of the big EV adventure in our Nissan ARIYA. But now we're in Cary, and we're about to see if I can get this EVgo DC fast charger to hook up with our ARIYA and start charging. So it looks like it's showing where we are, which is,
Yep.
yeah, okay, looks like it is, yeah. High Meadow is the road back there. This one. Nope. Oh, it's back. Yeah, thank you.
That's just for using my phone.
Which I admit, in the first video, you got to see how flummoxed I get. So you can imagine how it is when I'm trying to use one of these for the first time to charge into one of these, okay? But that's why you're here today.
There we go.
So it's showing me my current location. It's not telling me, say welcome Mark Arson, but it's not telling me anything else I need to do. Simultaneous charging available. Touch the start. So we're just gonna start the process all over here and plug and connect.
Plug in connect.
We've done, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we will, yeah. Have an EVgo account? Yes, I do. Start session in your EVgo app.
So scan program card on the RFID reader below or start that session in the EVgo app.
In the app, but I wonder, it's current, but
Well, here's the thing.
do I
You know what?
click on it?
We probably haven't given, haven't assigned a vehicle to your account.
We have, oh, here we go, look at this.
Okay.
So it's showing where we are,
Marin.
Marin. I guess they have names for all these.
Each station has its own
Each
name.
station has its own name. We're at the combo 350 kilowatt,
Yep.
which it'll reduce it for us, I guess.
Yes.
Or are we? How do we know which? Because it says Marin? Oh, and the other one's called Ivy.
Right.
So we're
Yeah,
at the 350. Oh, that's cool. So I'm gonna hit that, and it shows the picture, which is kind of what the charge point was doing, but on Justin's phone, it wasn't showing the unit that we were parked at, it was showing the unit 2 spaces over. Anyway, that was part of that weirdness.
That's Marion. Okay.
So I'm just gonna choose one of these, I guess. Shops of Kildaire,
That's right.
available to charge, 99 cent plus 40 cent
Per
kilowatt hour, connect cable, swipe
Done that.
to charge, connect, and then, so I now just hit to start,
Yep. Swipe to start.
swipe, connect, swipe, connect,
Swipe to
cancel.
start. Connecting to your vehicle.
So now it says connecting to your vehicle, okay. This is the big moment.
Now this may take a minute because we just saw with a fellow EVer.
Yeah,
pulling
there's
up,
a guy next to us.
But we're using the app where he didn't use the app before. Why do you keep going back out of the app?
Well, because they sent me another verification
Okay.
code because the first one
There it
didn't
is.
go through. Connection successful.
got green light.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
Now let's check rate of charge here. State of charge we're at 64%. Elapsed time, we're only using at 40 kilowatts right now. So that may be something else that we don't know about.
Okay, so it's only putting out but it's going up
Well,
slightly.
It's fluctuating.
It's fluctuating.
Yeah, it's fluctuating.
So it's only putting out 42 kilowatts, but hey, that's better than 26.9.
What? Yes, and this is close to what you'll find at my dealership. Somewhere between that 40, 42, maybe 46, 47, depending.
Okay, and
That's
just
very common.
like we had in Wilmington, it shows you the time elapsed
Mm-hmm.
that you're charging. When we finally DC fast charged, we were there for 2.5 hours.
Right.
Which is terrible.
Insane.
But it was only putting out 20 kilowatts. This one's putting out 41.
There you go.
Energy dispensed 0.6 of a kilowatt hour. And this is now we're not filling up this battery, but this is an 87 kilowatt an hour battery.
Right.
So if we were all the way down like, 2%, which you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Darren, this is the thing, and it's part of what fascinates me about the EVs. There are so many different things to learn about this technology. You think you know enough with your internal combustion, cars that we've had all these decades, but this is a whole new world.
It is.
And every time I dive into something about it, and I've written blogs about it for LeithCars.com, there is something new I learned. But Derek, I gotta say, I like how Nissan has built this ARIYA, and I guess the Leaf is like this.
It is.
Too. That the electric motor and its components, for the most part, are under the hood. So this is not a frunk, all right? And that's fine, the ones that have frunks, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I like seeing something here. I like being able to pop the hood.
We're now using a DC fast charger, which means technically this current now at high voltage and current is going directly to the battery pack without needing a conversion. These components are very safe. You want to stay away from your orange lines. Those are your high voltage lines.
Yeah, I learned that. Even in hybrids, anytime you see an orange line cable, that is your high voltage,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's stay away from that. However, these other components, you're not looking for something that's going to wear and tear. You don't see belts. There's no spark plugs. Going back to the fact there's never any oil changes. But this car does require 3 fluids, okay? These fluids are in sealed systems, which simply means bring it to Nissan to have them checked and inspected. I want to demonstrate how an EV can fit in your world.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more information you give me about your daily routine, the more I can cater and customize and show you how it can fit.
Okay, well, already you've sold me not just on the aspects of the ARIYA that we didn't have a chance to use in part 1 because again we were just trying to hit the road, let's charge, have a great day, get some seafood, and come back. It just took way longer than it should have. So, yes, I love what you said about the car, but you've also sold me on EVgo, and they've sold themselves. Not that I'm trying to endorse them, but my gosh, that was such an easier process.
Yeah.
So what would you do if we had just gotten in this car, and obviously we're at the charge station, but how would you search for this charge station?
So, just sat in, just turned the car on, go into my infotainment center. We're gonna go all apps. And this is just one method. There's a couple of methods, but the easy way is here. Pulls up these options here. You're gonna go EV charging and charge stations locations. The system itself will automatically start populating charge stations that are closest to your geographical location. It'll give you indications here on the left side of what type of stations are available at the location. If you want to know more details, you would just hit the I. Hitting the I will let you know of the actual address, a phone number to dial to those sources, and then how many stations are available, how many are available. Just gives you a clear picture of what's out there as you search along.
Now, I noticed this, and we're seeing it again here. So you got one that says red, and then we got green. What does that mean?
The red either means it's unavailable or not working at that time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's very important to know.
Yeah.
The yellow lets you know that those are DC fast chargers.
Oh.
So these are level 2 options, and that's going to be a DC fast charger.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're right now charging at 50 kilowatts.
So hold on. So quick charge. We're at quick charge. Yeah.
Right.
50 kilowatts.
Well, technically, what this says is 50, but technically we can go up to 130. So let's just hit OK on that. And if I was using...
But what? Okay, now it shows, because before it said 7.2. That's not what we're doing.
Right.
Okay.
So right now, if I were able to get up to 130 kilowatts worth of input, it would take me right at 1 hour and 5 minutes to get to 100%, but only 10 minutes to get to 80%. Now this is a good time for us to check and see if that thing changed.
So it looks like we have a successful charging session here. Derek, you want to walk us through what the screen is saying?
Well, we're currently at 99% state of charge. It took us roughly an hour to get there based on where we started out at. Look like it's consumed 28.4 kilowatts. The key here is this 7 kilowatts. It's saying that the station already knows about what state of charge we're at, and it greatly reduces the output, again, to help protect the battery.
Yes. Okay. So do I stop this on my app, I guess?
Yeah, I guess we can. Let's do it. Let's try it.
Why is it acting like I'm... So this one's been good. It just hasn't been completely 100% user-friendly.
You ready to stop, Bill?
Stop, yes. In session. So we're just doing it by the screen, not through the app.
Not through the app.
Yeah, there seems to be some slight disconnect with the app.
And you always want to wait when using a DC fast charger to completely disconnect.
Don't just
communication-wise, just
okay.
don't go pulling it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to. I don't know what'll happen, but you don't want to. So we'll give it some time.
Processing.
Yep.
It's almost like it went through the
Same process.
cycle of starting. Yeah, connecting. All right, so
done.
Done. All right. So
There we go.
all right. Is that good?
Yep.
All right. There we go.
Click.
Click, click. Double click.
Click.
When we get back to Leith Nissan, you're going to show us the Pro
The auto park, intelligent
Auto
auto
park.
park assist. Yep.
There you go. All right.
All right, let's get in.
Well, it's got a good backup camera, but it's got the 360-degree.
The Nissan Intelligent 360 all-round view monitor. Mm-hmm. And it has real cross-traffic alerts, so as you, like right then. This place.
They move fast in Cary.
Yeah, they get out of here.
After leaving the EVgo station, Derek demonstrated the Nissan ARIYA's ProPilot Assist 2.0. That's hands-free driving. Just watch.
So
Yeah, I never got
now,
to
look,
that
see how it
feature.
switched to blue?
Yes. What it? So the blue tells you what?
It's hands-free now.
So why did it go
these
from
lanes?
green to blue? What did
Because
that-
all the boxes were checked, they're saying that this is a
it's ready to go.
HD highway, HD information highway.
Yeah.
So the car, so this how it knows all the cars around me. See, it switched back to green because now it switched off the HD highway just as I passed that exit. And it's gonna stay green here for a minute.
So you called it an HD highway.
Yeah, they say it's
high definition highway.
Right. Now watch this. Now it's changing lanes on its own, y'all.
On its own.
As long as I got my hand on the wheel, it'll change lanes. You watch this right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
With
Now-
your hands on the wheel.
Yeah, but now I can take my hands off because it switched to blue. But right now we're on an HD road, so the vehicle right now knows it. It's picking up cars around you. It's monitoring your speed. I have my speed set on 71. It's keeping me at 71. Right now there's no car. It's picking up no car ahead of me right now, so there's no display here.
Yep, yep.
Now, if I were to change lanes and to get off, I guess that's enough distance to demonstrate. When you say,
Yes.
when I put my turn signal on, the ProPilot 2.0 is disabled, but my autopilot is enabled. So I got my hands on the wheel and it picks up. Now, if I had a destination here
Yep.
where the car knows the exit, then it will slow me down automatically because it knows I'm getting ready to get off the exit. It wouldn't steer me off the exit, it just slow me down, which
Okay.
is a safety feature. You know, it's reacting to what you would normally do.
Okay.
A lot of customers today are still not overly secure with the idea of the car having this much control. So I remind my customers that you have 100% control. You let the car do what you feel comfortable letting it do.
Okay. Yep.
Just that simple.
All right, so we didn't have time to demonstrate the Auto Park Assist in episode 1, so you, Derek, are going to show us how the ARIYA can make parking easy peasy.
How about that?
Lemon squeezy.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Sure will. And just to go on record, the auto park feature can be done in a rear backing up my format or in a parallel format. So we're in the parking lot right now. I'm going to initiate the feature by pressing the auto park button. It changes your screen to a monitoring screen. Your right screen is showing you potential monitoring and location of potential parking spaces. So I'm gonna creep forward to see if the vehicle can pick up an open parking space. I see one I like. Let's see if the car likes it. Yes, it does. With that arrow, now, the P is there, so would I like to park there? Yes. So I'm gonna press start, take my foot off the brake. Now it's gonna put the car into this little green box here. Again, my foot is off the brake accelerator, off the steering wheel. The car engages into reverse, into the parking space we chose. It initiates the rear reversing sensors. And you keep an eye on what's your surroundings to make sure that you're not hitting anything, bagging up anything, but places safely in that little box, places the car in park, engages the emergency brake, and we're done.
Nice.
Easy peasy.
Derek, thank you so much for filling in the gaps from part one on the Nissan ARIYA. Where do people need to go to learn more about this car and Leith Nissan?
Well, how about to learn everything about the Nissan ARIYA? Come to Leith Nissan in Cary, 2100 Auto Park Boulevard, or visit us on the web at www.LeithNissan.com.
And follow these guys on social at Leith Nissan and of course at Leith Cars. I'm Mark Arson for Derek Parker. Thank you for watching 0 to 60 TV by LeithCars.com. Cleveland, you're not part of this video except whatever you see in the background.
Hi.
Now, Derek, you're. Oh God! All right, I'm gonna give a countdown.
Okay. Chris.
Quiet. Who's Chris?
Chris.
Okay.
Hey, keep going.
Great. 3, 2, 1. Derek, you're showing us how the.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Keep going.